Hello all and welcome back to our session on finite automata, that is Moore and Millet machines. In the previous session, we have seen the definition and the mathematical model of Moore and Millet machines along with some difference between these two machines. We had started with designing of Moore machine and ended our session with two questions whose solution we will be discussing first and then continuing with our session on Millet machine. So here is the first question that we had left in the previous session. Design Moore machine to change each occurrence of ABA to ABB. So in this, the solution, step 1 is theory, that is definition of Moore machine. Step 2 is logic. Now in logic, we need to understand that whenever we are going to have such type of questions where we are asked to change each occurrences, in such cases we have to follow the ends in pattern of FSM that we had seen, right? So here we will not follow the contains type of pattern, correct? Instead of that, we are going to follow the ends in type of pattern. That means once it finds the first occurrence of ABA, we will not stay in the same state till the end of the input string. Instead, we will go back and start finding ABA again in the given input string. Okay, so here from QS, we will go to Q0, Q1 as those are the two states representing AB. We have Q2 representing AB and Q3 as ABA. Here the each state is associated with AABBB because at Q3 when it reaches the substring ABA, we have to change the occurrence of the third symbol, that is A, with B. So here from Q0 we will go to Q0, that is stay in same state unless and until it finds the next alphabet as B. Okay, next symbol as B. So we will transit to Q2 state. From Q1 we will go to Q0 and Q1, correct? Because then it becomes BA and BB type of string. So here we will go to Q0 and Q1 state. Then in Q2 we will reach Q3 state if it becomes ABA, or else we go to Q1 state if it becomes ABB. And finally from Q3 we will restart our search for next input, next substring, next occurrence of substring ABA, right? So we will see the implementation, that is the mathematical representation of this machine will be as follows. Here we can clearly see that Q1 and Q3 have the same transitions. Also QS has the same transition, but since the output symbols do not match in QS, Q1 and Q3, but it matches in Q1 and Q3, we will be merging Q1 and Q3 to become Q1. So we will be left with only QS to Q2 states. Right, the transition function after merging these states will be as follows. We have QS, Q0, Q1, Q2, and we do not forget that we are not going to mark any final states in these machines, as Moore and Millet machines do not have final states. Instead, they will create or generate some output sequence for the given input sequence. Alright. Now let us continue with the transition diagram, state transition diagram. QS has A, Q0 is A, Q1 is B and Q2 is B, right? So here QS has the input as B, AB, AB. So here A, B, A, triple B, it becomes A, triple B, right? Now this A occurs because of the Moore machine, that is an extra bit, okay? Because for n length input sequence, n plus 1 length in output sequence gets generated. Let us see the next question, which we had left in the previous session. Design Moore machine to change each occurrence of 120 to 122. In solution, step number 1 is theory, that is definition of Moore machine. In logic, now we will again be following the same pattern, that is we will follow the ends in pattern instead of contains pattern. Right? So here as soon as it finds 120, it will replace this last bit of 120 to 2. Okay, as seen in the state in the logic, we can merge QS, Q0 and Q2, Q4 as they have the same transitions, along with the output symbols associated with those states are also same. So now we will see in the implementation that Q will have Q0 to Q3 states. And after merging, this transition table will look as follows, that is Q0 to Q3, and here Q0 will become our start state. the output associated with each states are 0, 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so let us see the state transition diagram and see at the example that can be helpful for us to understand how the occurrence of 1, 2, 0 gets changed to 1, 2, 2, right? So here we have Q0 as our start state, 0, 1, 2 and 2. Okay, so Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3, these are the 4 states. So as soon as it encounters the given input string and finds 1, 2, 0 as the substring, it will replace the last bit of 1, 2, 0 as 2. Now there is another pattern of Moore machines or Mealy machines that can be designed, that is counting some occurrences of substrings. Till now we have seen the printing of some values, correct, for given input sequence, then replacing certain values or substrings, and last pattern is counting. Okay, counting the occurrences of some substring given in the input. Okay, so for this now we will just go through the logic. The step number 1 is theory, that is definition of Moore machine. In logic, now we will first find out AAB in our input string. So as soon as AAB is found, we will print 0. Okay, now here as you can see that we have 0 and 1 as the input alphabets, sorry, A and B as the input alphabets. Okay, so from QS we will go to Q0, Q1, from Q0 we will go to Q2, Q1, correct? From Q1 we will go to Q0, Q1 and Q2 will be Q2, Q3, Q3 will be Q0, Q1. That is restart to find the pattern AAB. Now here as you can observe in output there are epsilons, that is empty strings, and after finding AAB substring it will print 0 as the output. This type of pattern is called as unary number system. Okay, using this unary number system we can solve or print the output, that is the number of times some pattern had occurred in our input string. So here in implementation, after observing, we can see that QS has the same transition and the output symbol along with Q1. So we can merge these two states to make it Q1. So let us see the states now, Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. The transition table after merging the states will be Q0 to Q3, where Q1 is our start state because Q1 got merged with QS state, and the output alphabet will be 0. Okay, so let us understand this with the state transition diagram and an example along with the unary number system. Now in unary number system we know that when it is 0 it will print epsilon, when there is 1 it will print 1 0, if it is 2 it will print 2 zeros, if it is 3 it will print 3 zeros, and so on. So because of this concept, instead of using binary numbers that is 0 and 1, we are using 0, that is only single digit to represent or find the count of some pattern. So here Q1, Q0 and Q2 will be associated with epsilon. Okay, only Q3 will be associated with 0. So as you can see in the example AAB, there are two occurrences. So using this pattern we will print epsilon on the first two symbols. At the third symbol occurrence we will print 0. Then again epsilon and third symbol will print 0. That means 2 zeros. So two occurrences of AAB was present in our given input string, right? Now we will start with Mealy machines. So to minimize a Mealy machine we need to follow two rules again in this as well. All states should have same transition. Of course this is the same as in our Moore machine, and output symbols along with that transitions are also same. In the Moore machine it was along with the state should be same. So let's see the first Mealy machine. We have to design a Mealy machine to output A if it ends in 101 or R if it ends otherwise if it does not end in 101 over the input 0, 1. So the solution is step number 1, theory of Mealy machine. Okay, in this the step number 2 logic, that is we have to now take care of two tables. One is the transition table and another is the mapping table. This mapping table is very much similar to our FSM machines that we had seen. We had two parts in FSM as well. One was STF, that is state transition function, and one was MAF, that is machine function. Okay, so here STF is a transition table and MAF is representing the mapping table, right? So using the logic of 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 0, 1, we will go on mapping the output symbols with each transition, right? So we will have only one place, one cell having A getting printed, rest all will have R as the output printed. Now from this we can clearly see that QS and Q0 can get merged because the transitions and the output symbols are the same, right? So we will merge these two states and create it as Q0. Also Q1 and Q3 have the same state transitions and output symbols associated with those transitions. So we will merge Q1 and Q3 as Q1. So after merging our transition and our mapping function will look something like this. Okay, so we will be left with Q0, 1 and 2, where Q0 will become our start state. Let us continue with the state transition diagram and we will solve one example using the state transition diagram. If you will observe, we have changed the position of the output symbol from state to transition because this is Mealy machine. So each transition will have one output symbol associated with the input symbol. Okay. So for the given input sequence, the output generated will be RRRA. Let us look at another example. Construct Mealy machine to output even and odd. Okay, this is even and odd depending on the number of ones are encountered, even or odd. Okay, so in solution, step number 1 is theory or definition of Mealy machine. Okay, in logic, we will have even and odd number of ones occurring in our input string. So we have QS, then Q0 counting the even number of ones and Q1 counting the odd number of ones. Now for example, if the first input symbol occurring is 0, that means 0 number of ones are present, so we will go to Q0 state. If one occurs, then we will go to Q1 state. Similarly, when we are in Q0 state, if that means we had already encountered even number of ones, the next input occurring is 0, then it is still even. If the next input occurring is 1, then it becomes odd. So we will go to Q1 state. Now from the state transition table and the mapping table, we can clearly see that QS and Q0 have the same transitions and the output symbols associated with them are same. So we can merge them and make it into Q0. So in implementation, we will be left with Q0 and Q1 states along with the transition table and the mapping table. Okay, continuing with our state transition diagram, we will have only two states, Q0 and Q1. As you can observe, we do not have any final state, so there are no double circled states representation here. At the end, we had encountered odd number of ones, so this will be the actual final output. But since for the given input sequence, we are printing the output sequence, for each symbol it will print the number of ones that it had encountered till the end. Now we will see how we will just simply go through a Mealy machine, that is R is equal to 0 plus 1 star 0 0 plus 1 1. That means this Mealy machine is going to check whether the given input ends in 0 0 or 1 1. Right? So we will have the state transition diagram, state transition table and the mapping table. So if it is ending in 0 0 or 1 1, we will print yes. Right? If it is not ending in 0 0 or 1 1, we are printing no. So after calculating the transition and the mapping, we can easily see that QS, Q0 and Q1 are the states that we are left with, because the states Q0 and Q2 get merged because they have the same transitions and the output symbols associated are also same. along with Q1 and Q3 also getting merged, as they also have the same transitions and same output symbols. So here we are left with QS, Q0, Q1. So Q0 becomes QS, that means that state doesn't get merged with any other state, and the output symbol is yes or no. Okay, so let us see the state transition diagram and an example. So here we have an example. So at the end we have Y, that means it was ending in either 00 or 11, or else it would have printed no, that it was not ending in 00 or 11. So this is one question that you can try and solve on your own, that is design Mealy machine to change each occurrence of ABB to ABA. We will see the solution for this question in the next session. In case you have any doubts or queries regarding today's session, you can leave it in comment section and we can get it resolved in next session. So see you then.